Hey everybody, this is Matt Larson. Okay, so you probably just watched the real estate purchase agreement video. Now that purchase agreement is made for when you purchase properties. In this video, there's a slightly different contract for when you sell. So if you need to do a double close, this contract protects you in all ways, shapes, and forms. So you've got the first purchase agreement for when you buy, and you've got the second purchase agreement for when you sell. Two different agreements, very, very similar, just a few changes in it. So we're just gonna cover the changes. So if you go down on page 1, if you go down to number 1, earnest money, the amount indicated above has been deposited by the purchaser into the escrow account with a seller's attorney, mortgage lender, or agent acting as escrow agent. Earnest money is refundable in the event that the seller cancels the transaction due to no fault of the buyer. If the buyer fails to perform, the earnest money will be forfeited to the seller. So we've changed that a little bit to protect you as the seller. You'll notice some of the differences there. And then we'll go to the second page, look under inspections. Now, this says where the buyer has an inspection period of blank days to complete the inspections and blank days after that to period ends to report to the seller dissatisfaction. So we've taken out all of the clauses and sentences in there at this point to protect the buyer, which is on the other side of the contract. You'll notice some differences there. It's important that you use this contract when you are selling the property. Now, if you go down to 8 there on the second page, you'll notice that you still want to fill out where the closing will be held at, and make sure you put your title company again. It's always your title company. Both purchase agreements, you close at your title company. So that's important. So again, you've got a little bit different earnest money agreement to protect you this time. You've got different inspection clauses to protect you. Now if you go to the third page, under number 11, if buyer defaults under this contract, all monies deposited by buyer shall be retained by the seller, and the seller may choose to pursue all remedies allowed by law. In the event of default, the defaulting party shall be liable to the other party for reasonable attorney fees and expenses incurred by reason of the default. So this is a little bit different, and this allows you now, the seller of the property, to go after them for everything if they default. So again, heavily weighting in your favor. So anyway, those are just a couple of little changes. In the selling contract, we've taken out all the clauses protecting the buyer. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention, and I think you'll find this contract helpful. See you in the next video.